This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good morning and welcome to this morning's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. I am Kevin Smith. Let's get to the news in detail. Another AFC member, Michael Leonard, has resigned from the party and mainstream politics, making this the sixth member of the opposition coalition to leave since the change of government. Leonard sent his resignation letter to the General Secretary, David Patterson, on Monday. His resignation, Leonard explained, was one that was well received. While other AFC members who recently resigned signaled disappointment in the way the party is functioning was the reason behind them leaving, Leonard relayed that his departure was overdue. Meanwhile, 9 contractors have been shortlisted by the Ministry of Public Works to bid for the construction of the new 4-lane high-span bridge across the Demerara River. Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, said that 9 were selected from the 42 companies that had responded to the government's invitation for expressions of interest for the construction of the new bridge. He said that the administration is currently engaged in discussions with the shortlisted bidders on the next step before a final bidding by October 21st to have a final agreement signed. And moving on, 3 months later, after he used sheets to escape from the Lusignan prison, 47-year-old Philip Jagru was yesterday caught stealing a chicken from a farm in Ruby on the west coast of Demerara. According to a statement from the Guyana Prison Service, Jagru was recaptured around 7 hours. On November 21st, 2020, Jagru, along with 2 other prisoners, 18-year-old Mark Emmanuel and 40-year-old Donald Baird, who were all on remand, used a string of bedsheets to escape from the holding bay of the prison. In other news, a meeting from the parliamentary oversight body, the Public Accounts Committee, was again on Monday last abruptly halted without addressing the primary matter on its agenda, namely a motion calling for the removal of opposition MP David Patterson as chairman of that body. As such, Clerk of the National Assembly, Sherlock Isaacs, has since committed to seeking independent legal advice on the way forward. Monday's manifestations in the committee meeting were reminiscent of its February 4th meeting, where a motion was put by Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance Gail Teixeira to have Patterson be removed as chairman. You are listening to Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. This is your morning newscast. We will return after the break.
Digicel Prime Bundles just got better with 3 new apps. Watch more with PlayGo. Cheer more with Sportsmax. Read more news with Loop. Listen more with D-Music. Plus extra data. It's simply more bundled together. 51 gigabytes for 7 days for only $2,000. Live the experience with Digicel. Activate today on the My Digicel app.
Kaieteur Radio, keeping you informed.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Burbies 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio.
Welcome back. Let us continue with the news. Chief Justice Roxanne George Wiltshire on Monday ordered the Guyana Revenue Authority and the Guyana Energy Agency to pay $12,825,000 for fuel illegally detained from Atlantic Fuels Inc., or AFI, a company owned by Dr. Richard Van West Charles, former head of GWI. The order relates to the payment of hefty storage costs which AFI owed to the Falls gas station facility owned by China Zhongjiao Inc. AFI had sought a declaration of the court for the cost of storing the detained fuel be covered by Statia and Sharma. As such, the order states that Godfrey Statia, Commissioner General of GRA, and Mahendra Sharma, GEA CEO, being liable for the storage costs of the fuel belonging to Atlantic Fuels Inc., are to pay the amount in full on or before the 29th of March, 2021. In other news, 2 drunk men armed with cutlasses attacked, beat and chopped a 25-year-old Port Morant resident while he was walking home on Monday. Recovering from the attack at the New Amsterdam Public Hospital is Sharaz Azad of Miss Phoebe Port Morant. It is believed that his drunk attackers are residents of Tain Village Quarantine. Investigations are ongoing. And finally, let's tell you the Ministry of Health yesterday reported the death of another senior citizen, a 66-year-old woman from Region 4. The woman has been recorded as the 209th COVID-19 fatality. The ministry also revealed 51 new COVID-19 infections yesterday via its daily dashboard update. This now brings the total number of confirmed cases to 9,238. 7 patients are in the COVID-19 ICU and another 11 are in institutional quarantine, 38 in institutional isolation and 626 in home isolation. Additionally, a total of 8,359 persons have recovered to date.
And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of the